Okay, so in this video we are going to set up, install and configure bettercap. So if you're familiar with Kali, there's a very well-known application known as bettercap. So this is the graphical version. This is a pretty simple tool that does ARP spoofing. So bettercap, which you can kind of hear from the name, it's just a better version of the ettercap, where everything is divided into specific modules, and it has a lot more features. So the way to install it is just to do sudo and then apt install bettercap like this, and I've already installed it, so I don't need to, but your bettercap application should be installed by now. So to run it, we'll just do sudo and then bettercap like this, enter. And now there are a few things we can do. So the first thing I want to do is to try to get an overview of the clients that we can perform man in the middle on. So the way to do that is start by doing net show. Now we have only 2 clients. I know there's way more clients on this network, so in order to try to probe for those other machines, we will do net.probe and on. So now the application will probe for or send a request to all the different IP addresses to try to figure out what clients are currently connected to my local network. And let's do net.show again. And okay, I'll expand this terminal. So we can now see all of these. In my case, this is the 10.00.108. This is the machine I want to perform the man in the middle attack on. If you're not sure what the IP address is, you can just let's go exit this and do IP add. And let's look at the IP address. As you can see right there, this is 10.00.108. So we'll start by just doing set arp spoof dot targets, and then we'll just add the IP address, so 10.00.108. If we do help, we can see the active modules. So as I turned on the probe module, this is now running, and the recon is now running. So what I want to do now is to turn on ARP spoofing. So after I set the target, I can do set arp.spoof and arp.spoof on. I think no, not set. It's just arp.spoof on. So we are now doing ARP spoofing. But we can also do something else. We can set the network sniffer on. So the network sniffer will pretty much just listen to all the traffic that is sent on the local network. So if I do net.sniff on, and I'll do help, you can see that I now have the ARP spoof and the network sniffer. No, there's the sniffer. And you can see a lot of traffic is now being sent to this end. So in theory, if I now go to this virtual machine right here, and I'll connect to FTP, I'm actually going to start, make sure that Wireshark is running on this end. So I will use Wireshark to analyze the traffic that arrives on my end. So I'll do, and I will filter for FTP traffic. So let's go to this, and I know that the IP address of the Metasploitable machine is 66.10.00.66, so that's my FTP server. I'll go make MSF admin and MSF admin. I think I wrote that the wrong way, but it doesn't matter. So now you can see the conversation. So I can now stop this because I have received all the packets. So you can now see that the conversation, my client on this machine on 10.0.0.108 and the FTP server, which was the metasploitable machine, which was 10.0.0.66, was captured by my attacker machine. So if we just right click on one of these and we can look at the TCP stream, we can actually see the username and password I used. So you can see there, user MSF admin. And yeah, I used a large F, capitalized F, which is wrong. But you can see the username and the password I typed in. So if you did this on a local network, you would actually be able to see the passwords in clear text if they connected to FTP. So yeah, I would encourage you to try to experiment some more with this bettercap application. As you can see here, it actually was able to snoop up a HTTP packet. So I would encourage you to try a few more things. You can try different modules. So if I enabled, for example, you have the HTTP proxy, which will do man in the middle on the traffic in the browser. So we're going to do some more of that in the XOR exploit. But for this, I'm just going to do the ARP spoofing. But I would recommend that you look into it. So, well, have a good day.